I've never told this story publicly before. Not to my family. Not to my friends. Not even to the guys I served with. Because what happened that night still doesn't make sense. And part of me wishes it never did. It was 2011. Afghanistan. We were on what was supposed to be a routine night patrol. Nothing special. Nothing dangerous. At least, that's what we were told. Our unit had been operating in that region for weeks. Dry mountains, silent villages, and roads that felt like they were watching you more than you were watching them. You learn to trust your instincts out there. And that night, something felt off. We were moving through a narrow valley just after midnight. No moon. No wind. Just that eerie silence that makes your ears ring. Even the locals avoided that area after dark. One of our guys joked about it earlier that day, said the place had a bad reputation. We laughed it off. We always do. About an hour into the patrol, our radio started acting weird. Static. Then silence. Then fragments of voices that didn't belong to anyone in our unit. At first, we thought it was interference. But then, we heard something clear. A voice. Calm. Slow. And it said, "Don't go further." We froze. Our comms guy checked the frequency. It wasn't ours. But somehow, it was coming through our channel. Probably Taliban messing with signals, our squad leader said. Keep moving. So we did. Because that's what you do. You follow orders. Another 10 minutes passed. And then, the explosion hit. It wasn't loud at first. Just a deep, heavy thud that you feel in your chest before you hear it. The ground shook. Dust filled the air. One of our vehicles had taken the hit. Everything turned chaotic. Shouting. Gunfire. Confusion. We scrambled to secure the area while trying to assess the damage. That's when we realized one of our men was missing. His name was Carter. Good guy. Quiet. Always had your back. He had been in the second vehicle. But after the blast? He was gone. No body. No movement. Nothing. Our orders came in fast. Area compromised. Possible ambush. Fall back immediately. We argued. We said we had a missing man. But command didn't care. Negative. You are to withdraw. Now. That's the moment that sticks with me. Because we had to make a choice. Follow orders. Or go back for Carter. Our squad leader made the call. We don't leave him. We split into 2 teams. One to secure the perimeter. The other, to go back into the blast zone. I was part of the second team. The closer we got, the quieter it became. No gunfire. No movement. Just smoke. And that same silence from before. Then we heard it again. That voice. Clearer this time. Closer. Turn back. I felt it in my spine. Not fear. Something else. Like a warning you're not supposed to ignore. But we kept going. Because Carter was out there. We reached the wreckage. The vehicle was destroyed. Twisted metal. burn marks, debris everywhere. But still, no sign of him. And then, we heard something. A voice? Weak. Familiar. Hey. We turned instantly. It was Carter. Or at least, it sounded like him. Over here. The voice was coming from behind a large rock formation about 20 meters away. We moved fast. Weapons up. Eyes scanning. And then we saw him. He was sitting there, leaning against the rock, covered in dust. No visible injuries. Just staring at us. "Where the hell were you?" one of the guys asked. Carter didn't answer right away. He just looked at us. One by one. Slowly. Then he said something that I still can't explain. He looked directly at me and said, "You shouldn't have come back." My stomach dropped because I hadn't spoken. None of us have said anything about that. "How did you?" I started to ask. But he cut me off. "They told you to leave." Now everyone was silent. "Who told you that?" our squad leader asked. Carter tilted his head slightly, like he didn't understand the question. Then he said, "They're still here." That's when everything changed. Our radios started going crazy again. Static. Overlapping voices. And then, gunfire. But not at us. Around us. From everywhere. We hit the ground, trying to locate targets. But there was nothing. No muzzle flashes. No movement. Just gunshots. Echoing through the valley. "Fall back. Now!" our leader shouted. We grabbed Carter and started pulling him with us. But he resisted. "I can't leave," he said. "What are you talking about?" "Move," I yelled. He looked at me again. Same empty expression. I didn't make it. I froze. "What?" Then he said it. Quiet. Calm. I died back there. At that exact moment, a real voice came through the radio. Clear. Loud. Panicked. "Carter is Kia." I repeat, Carter is down. Everything inside me just stopped. I turned slowly. Back toward the wreckage. And in the distance, through the smoke, I saw it. A body. Lying near the destroyed vehicle. Not moving. And even from that distance, I knew it was him. I turned back. But Carter was gone. Just gone. No footsteps. No sound? Nothing. We didn't speak another word. We just ran. Back to the extraction point. Back to safety. No one questioned it. No one explained it. The official report said, Carter died instantly in the explosion. But I know what I saw. I know what I heard. And sometimes, late at night, when everything is quiet, I still hear that voice on the radio. Don't go further. And I can't help but wonder. Was it trying to warn us? Or was it something else entirely? Bullseye emoji, outro, optional for your video, if you made it this far. You know this wasn't just a story. Some things in war don't stay on the battlefield. They follow you home. If you want more real stories like this, subscribe to Battlefield Confession. Because the truth is often more terrifying than fiction.